Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubrali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Toronto TikTok creator exposes shocking examples of Canadian shrinkflation. Community and officers' lives at risk. Hamilton police investigating 3 swatting incidents in as many days. Toronto luxury home sales down by 32% as some buyers turn to private sales Sotheby's. Chow calls for 250 more shelter beds for refugees as key item in first council meeting as mayor. Man pleads guilty to 3 charges after Mississauga mosque attack last year. Toronto Council approves pilot program allowing drinking in some parks. Ontario facility ordered to stop providing childcare after police reveal sex offender lives on site.
Those were the headlines, and let's jump right into the details.
A man who allegedly attacked worshippers at a Mississauga mosque last year has pleaded guilty to 3 criminal charges that also constitute terrorist activity. On March 19, 2022, Peel Regional Police responded to the Dar Al Tawheed Islamic Center in the area of McAdam Road and Matheson Boulevard just before 7 a.m. after receiving many emergency calls from members of the mosque. Officers said a man walked into the mosque and allegedly discharged bear spray towards worshippers while also wielding a hatchet. Muhammad Muiz Omar of Mississauga was brought into custody and charged with several criminal offenses, including assault with a weapon, possession of a weapon for a purpose dangerous to public, and mischief to religious property, and uttering a threat to cause death or bodily harm. Months following the incident in June, police said the offenses Omar has been charged with constitute terrorist activity under the Criminal Code. Public Prosecution Service of Canada (PPSC) and Attorney General of Canada agreed to terrorism proceedings in the case. On July 19, the PPSC announced Omar plead guilty to 3 criminal charges in Ontario Superior Court, including administering a nauseous thing, bear spray, with intent to endanger life or causing bodily harm, assault with a weapon, and mischief to religious property with the motivation of bias, prejudice, or hate based on religion. Hamilton police are investigating 3 swatting calls made on consecutive days this week that sent officers to the scene of 2 reported shootings and a bomb call that were all later determined to have been fabricated. The term swatting refers to someone reporting a fake serious crime in order to send police to targeted location. Hamilton police say that shortly before 10 p.m. on Monday, the force's non-emergency line received a call reporting that there was a shooting in progress in which a father had shot his wife and daughter and his son was hiding in room inside a Randall Boulevard residence. Police responded to the area and immediately established a perimeter while Hamilton paramedics set up a medical treatment location, police said in the press release. An investigation revealed the number used to call the emergency line was a computer-generated voice over internet protocol number. Police made contact with the residents of the home and found no evidence of any shooting and no victims. A few hours later, just before 12:30 a.m. on Tuesday, police received a call from Hamilton Health Sciences reporting that they would receive a bomb threat. The suspect hadn't given any details about which specific hospital was being targeted, police said. Police attended the hospital and no explosive devices were located. Hamilton police have since confirmed that the call came from a text now number and the investigation is ongoing, the release read. About 24 hours later, at around 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday, Hamilton police non-emergency line received another call for reported shooting inside a residence. Police received a call from a male stating that his mother and father were arguing and that he heard 4 gunshots, then saw his mother laying on the living room floor while his father had fled the scene, the release read. Police responded to the residence located on Colonel Drive and confirmed that this was another swatting call with no evidence of any shooting and no victims. Police said that despite these incidents all happening within a 3-day span, they have not confirmed whether any of them are related and are investigating them separately for the time being. Hamilton police are investigating and take calls or prank calls very seriously as they put both community and officers' lives at risk, the release continues. If you have any information that you believe could assist police investigation into this crime, please contact Detective Constable Thetford at 905 546-8965. A new report has found that Toronto luxury home sales have dropped by 32% in 2023 compared to the same period in 2022. The report, prepared by Sotheby's International Realty, says that there were 181 sales of homes over $4 million in the first half of 2023 using the multiple listing service MLS. 5 of those homes sold for more than $10 million compared to 7 the previous year. Sotheby's, however, says that a softer real estate market only partly counts for the decrease. According to the realtor, buyers have migrated away from multiple listing services MLS and are instead choosing to buy more privately, searching for targeted access to ultra-high worth properties. Toronto's real estate market has faced considerable strain, repeated increases to the cost of borrowing, though home prices have begun to shoot up in recent months. The Sotheby's report notes that sales were down across the board. However, the decrease in properties over $1 million in price was more muted, with a 27% drop from the first half of 2022. According to the report, inadequate supply remains an issue in the luxury housing market, which has led to frustrating potential sales and undermining the housing needs of locals. Toronto's market, however, remains the highest regarded of Canada's luxury housing markets, called by Sotheby's resilient and enduring despite temporary challenges to the economy. Moving forward, Sotheby's anticipates resilient luxury home values through the end of 2023 without a significant drop in price tag. Neil Chauhan, a Toronto-based TikTok creator, is using the app to shine a light on shrinkflation, or the coward cost-cutting measures used by manufacturers to deceive consumers into thinking they are getting a better deal than they are. Common shrinkflation tactics include redesigned packages, marginal changes in portion sizes, and deceptive marketing copy. In a series of TikTok videos about shrinkflation, Chauhan points out surprising signs of cut costs from popular manufacturers. In an example, he shows a pack of Excel gum in which a piece of gum has been replaced with a thumb grip or textured empty spot in the packaging. Chauhan's TikTok videos have amassed him a large following in a relatively short amount of time, with over 33,000 followers and 3 million likes to date. There's a lack of transparency, the 28-year-old brand strategist told Awaz News. Brands aren't being truthful about what they are putting forward. They're decreasing the amount of product, but keeping the container sizes the same, for instance. While inflation has begun to subside in Canada, food prices are continuing to rise rapidly and were up 9.1% year over year in June. But as Chauhan's videos reveal, the impacts aren't just being felt at the cash register. Chauhan says that while there's no easy solution to this issue, the affordability crisis has affected brands similarly to consumers. Shrinkflation is nearing its breaking out, and he is warning that when economic times get better, you are not going to see brands going the other way, the increasing package and serving sizes out of the goodness of their hearts. Brands are always trying to maintain profit in long run, which I think is a slippery slope. I don't see things bouncing back to where they used to be, he says. A facility west of Barrie providing services to children with autism has been ordered to stop offering childcare after police said a convicted sexual offender is living at the same address. A protection order was issued to a Beating Odds camp in Utopia, Ontario on Tuesday by Ministry of Education Director, who determined that there was an imminent risk to safety and well-being of the children receiving care. The order came a day after Ontario Provincial Police notified residents in Simcoe County about a sexual offender residing in Essa Township in an unusual community safety advisory. Police said 42-year-old Lauriston Melanie had been convicted of 16 charges related to trafficking and sexual offenses involving minors. They added that Melanie lives at the same address as the camp and has regular access to the facility. This information is being issued to the public as a precautionary measure, investigators from the OPP said in Monday's release, adding that Melanie presents a safety risk. OPP said under the Police Services Act, they can notify the public regarding high-risk offenders if the community's safety will be enhanced by the release of the offender's personal information. This advisory follows careful review of the offender as it relates to issues of public safety, police said. Hunter Kell, the press secretary for the province's Solicitor General, said in a statement that Melanie should never be around vulnerable children again. The order will remain in effect until further notice. Torontonians will be allowed to crack open a bottle in some city parks starting next month as part of a new pilot program. City Council approved on Wednesday the program that would allow personal consumption of alcohol in 27 public parks. It will run from August 2nd to October 9th. Mayor Olivia Chow and 20 councillors voted in favor of the program. Most of the parks that are part of the pilot are located in downtown Toronto, while a few are in North York and Scarborough. No parks in Etobicoke are participating. Initially, 22 parks were involved in the program, but 5 new parks, one in Toronto Danforth and 4 in Toronto St. Paul's, were added during Wednesday's council meeting. A motion was also approved requesting staff to prepare a design for a no alcohol sign which can be made available to parks upon the request of the councillor. City staff will submit a report on the evaluation of the pilot in the first quarter of 2024. Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow is calling on the city to open 250 additional shelter spaces for refugees as she takes part in her first council meeting as a mayor. In a statement ahead of the meeting Wednesday, Chow said that she'll be moving an urgent motion to address the refugee crisis as her first key item. We are in a crisis. Toronto's shelters are full and so are the dedicated spaces for refugees the city has opened, Chow said in a statement. Refugees who come to our country fleeing persecution deserve dignified housing and the services they need for settlement. She said her motion calls on council to open 150 more spaces immediately, primarily through renewing hotel contracts. Another 100 spaces would be identified in the coming days, though she acknowledged that finding space continues to be a challenge. Speaking with reporters, Chow suggested that a processing center near Pearson International Airport to match newcomers with appropriate services could be part of the solution. Her motion also calls on council to continue working with the provincial and federal governments on the immediate crisis as well as a long-term plan. And at the same time, Chow released a separate statement saying she and Premier Doug Ford are working together to address the issue through a one-time top-up to the Canada-Ontario housing benefit. They added that historically, the federal government contributes 2/3 of the cost of the program. To meet this commitment to help even more people move into permanent housing, we strongly urge the federal government to provide $26.7 million in funding, Chow and Ford said. The move comes a day after the federal government announced money to help cities deal with asylum seekers, including around $97 million for Toronto.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.